I'm at Mercedes of South Orlando, and here with me is Michaela Athman, and we are standing in front of a Mercedes SL63, correct?
Yes, correct.
Now, I came in to take a test drive of the 55, but you're selling those things a little bit too fast, aren't you?
We are indeed.
Now, what's your, you've driven this car. I haven't driven it yet. I haven't sat in it yet. What's your thoughts on this car?
Honestly, it's just a beautiful car, the way it drives, and just the way it kind of like handles.
You know, I could go through and do a walkthrough and show you every little bell and whistle on there, but there are plenty of videos online that show that. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to get in and we're going to take a test drive. Now, the weather's not great here in Orlando today, so we're going to try to get this in before the rain starts. So you ready to get started?
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Now, before we get started, you know, neither one of us are tall people. How tall are you?
I am 5'4".
I'm 5'6", and I have to tell you, the seating position's important to me. So let's go in and just start the engine. I'm waiting for it. Oop. Now let's go in and start the engine. I have to press and hold. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm used to my other car where I just press. Let's turn that down. And put on the seatbelt. We'll adjust the mirrors in a moment. And now let's go through the seating controls here. I'm going to see how high up I can get this. Is that as high as it goes? Oh, here we go. Just a little bit more. Now, they've replaced on these seat controls, they've replaced it. They're now, I don't want to call them haptic, but they're now electronic,
yes.
Correct? Okay. Seat position's not bad. I am a little low. I would like to go up another inch and a half or so, but it's okay. The seats are really comfortable. I love the bolsters, and these are those active bolsters, correct?
They are.
I love those. How that works, when you go around a curve, they tighten you in, and then they loosen up on the straightaway. It really is a super nice feature. Now, let's go on. I know I don't think we'll do the test drive with the top down, but let's go in and just take the top down and go through the process here. I know there's a few ways to do it. Is that the way I just press and hold this button?
Yes.
Okay, here goes. One touch. Oh, and now I have to do that. Okay. So,
basically, just slide it and
okay, slide and hold. That's a slippery surface there. It really is a pretty screen.
It really
When
is.
it goes down, you see this thing goes down really, really quick. And now it's taking the wings down. Great animation here while it's doing it. And now I'm going to go in and adjust the mirrors over here. Oops, I hit the wrong button here. Let me put that back out. And again, they replace the mechanical buttons with, you know, more touch sensitive. Takes a little bit of getting used to. Let's go over to the right mirror. At that, and now the center mirror. Okay, now of course, with the top down, visibility is excellent. Let's go to put the top back up. I'm going to slide this over. And I know there was a way, I saw one of the videos that are out there, that there's another button you can just press and hold. I didn't know if it was that one there or not. Okay, and the top is going up, and that was effortless. Now, I love how that tilts when it goes up and down, so you don't get the glare when the top's down. That really is a nice feature. Now, we're kind of stuck here for a minute. We can't go anywhere. So let me look around and check the visibility. Now, granted, it's a convertible with a wide, you know, pillar back here, but you have the cameras all around here, all that. I mean, you have the blind spot notifications.
It's got the 360 cameras.
Okay, the 360, and that's, but you don't see that when you're driving. That's only when you're parked. Okay, I'm going to roll the windows up to make it a little bit quieter in here. We'll be able to hear that. Well, here, let's go and do this so we can hear a little bit of the exhaust note. Oh, how do we make it where the exhaust note is louder? Where's the setting for that?
You can either do it right down here if you just turn the dial.
Okay, but can we still keep it in comfort mode, but to have, keep it in comfort mode, but to have the, let's hear some exhaust note. Here, I'll bring that back up for you. Okay, comfort mode. Oh, here we go. That's it. Okay. Okay, we now have it set up. Now we're inside the car. Listen to this. I tell you, if you don't mind stepping outside, let me do the same thing so we can hear it through your microphone.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Michaela's going to step outside so you can hear what it sounds like outside. This is inside. And here we go. Okay, thank you. I tell you what, this thing has a nice bark to it, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Okay, do you think we're clear enough where I can get out of here if I do a hard
definitely.
left? Okay, here we go. All the windows are up. Are the rear windows up? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's nice. On the rear windows, they kind of scissor up and down when it does that. Okay. Now, this will automatically turn back to...
Yeah, or you can just hit the home screen.
Okay, hit the home. Okay, you're going to tell me which direction we're going to go here.
Yeah, of course. We can either go up and down the block, or we can just take a giant roundabout.
Okay. So go this way?
Yeah.
Oh, that car looks familiar. I've seen that car before. What is it? And this is comfort mode, huh?
This is comfort.
And we are in automatic mode, not a manual mode?
Yeah, correct.
We're just
Take
give me a
a
direction.
right.
Now, I'll take this in an angle. I don't know how low this is. We don't want to scrape on here.
Yeah.
I tell you, the fit and finish on this car is just spectacular. I wasn't sure if I would love the screen right there because, you know, I'm just used to it being up there. That is very, very nice.
Yeah, and the cool thing with the screen, too, is that you can actually, like, display the angle however you like.
That's very
as well.
cool. And when you put the top up or down, it automatically adjusts it.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Wow. You know, Michaela, before I knew you, I had two different Aston Martins. I had a Virage. No, first I had the Vantage, and then I had the Virage. This is kind of a combination between both of them. It has the spiritedness of the Vantage, but it's smoother like the Virage.
Really?
It really does have a nice feel. Now, granted, we're in comfort mode. Warn me, are we going to jump on the highway real quick?
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just go ahead and go around?
You know, since we don't have racetracks or aren't going to take it on one, it's just nice to see what it's like at highway
Oh, I
speed.
don't have a dealer plate, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to go quite on the highway.
Oh, okay. So
we can just take it down this road and we can just loop on it right around.
I tell you, the car, it's very firm. Not a rattle inside here, but the steering, now granted we have it on comfort mode, is very drivable.
It really is.
Okay, initial thought. I don't know if you'll like this comparison, but my initial thought, especially since we're driving by a Porsche dealer right now.
Right.
This is like if a 911 met NASCAR. You know? It's like, it's gorgeous like a 911, but man, this thing is... Yeah, we don't want to get arrested, as Michaela said, we don't have a plate on the car. But this thing really, you know, I think a Porsche sounds like a herd of beasts when you're driving it. This thing has some depth to the exhaust note, and it's very easy to handle. I think if you were comparing a 911 to this, I would go with this. Am I taking a right up here?
Yes.
This is the 63. Now, versus the 55. Is the 55 more of a smoother suspension, or is the only difference the engine?
So I believe it's just the engine. The drive is pretty much the exact same.
Okay. But this is kind of amazing. And I can tell you, I've said it before, the fit and finish is good. Steering wheel feels very good. The double spokes on the steering wheel here are very interesting. You do, I know you can't see it through the camera, you do have a head-up display up here. And, you know, again, for me, if the sitting position was that much higher where I could see up, I mean, you see what I mean. It's just, I just like to have more of a commanding feel.
Right.
Okay, now when we get up, we got to go over one additional lane.
Yes.
Now we have to remember that Mercedes in South Orlando is near Millennium Mall, and it is a holiday weekend here. So if we get a little traffic here, it's a little bit more than normal. Okay, we're going to head out in just a moment. Should we do a burnout? Okay. Well, this has just been a fun, very quick drive experience. Granted, we didn't take it on the highway. You know, my main purpose of this, I know Mercedes quality, as you know. I've purchased quite a few recently.
That is true.
And that's why I'm fortunate enough to deal with the fleet department. And these guys are just wonderful at this dealership. You know, I have to decide for my next car. Do I want another sports car, or do I want to do something, I don't want to say more civilized, more cushy and all that? That's a decision I need to make here. Okay. Well, here, we're backed up here. We're going to head back into the dealership. So, any input that you'd like to give me on this car?
I mean, definitely if you're into the sports car aspect, this is a car for you.
It really is. Have you spent any time, do they let you take this home or for the weekend, take it on a date or anything?
Probably not. I would definitely like to, though.
Okay, I'll tell you. I think you should let Michaela do it. So the dealership, I think you should do it. You would be a hit. But this is, you know, the one thing, the stance of this car, you know, sitting still. When you look at the rear of it, the way it's rounded out, it really just has a gorgeous style to it. This is one of those cars that looks equally as good when the top is up or the top is down. It really just has natural lines. And driving it here, now granted we're doing 30 miles an hour or so, it's very civilized. I think it's more civilized than the 911. And I know you can do every setting in the world to firm everything up, but in the setting we're in right now, comfort with the exhaust open is the way I would drive this car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a question for you. On the scarf vent, there's a scarf vent over here. Is that only for heat or is it for air conditioning as well?
I believe it's just for the heat.
Living in Florida, wouldn't it be nice if the engineers at Mercedes would also have that set up where it could blow cool air on you?
That'd be so nice.
Okay, Mercedes, you got to do that for us. We got to keep Michaela comfortable. But I'm looking around. I see no negatives. You know, the stitching on this is just wonderful. And you know what's great about this?
The Alcantara.
Yes, when you look at the roof back here, I don't know if you can see it from this view, it doesn't feel like you're in a convertible. Okay, Mercedes started talking to us. It doesn't feel like you're in a soft top convertible. This feels like you're in a hard top coupe. Mm-hmm. It really is nice. You know, you have that tiny little back seat. You know, Lucy's the dog. My little dog could fit back there with a little, you know, protector on it.
Right.
But it's great. You know, we'll put a briefcase, a purse, or something like that. You know, nice storage here. Of course, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the tech on here. Your adaptive cruise, I got to tell you, based on my other Mercedes does it very well. Mm-hmm. I was in bumper-to-bumper traffic, last week going from Tampa to Orlando, and having the stop and go assist was just wonderful.
That is awesome.
And I'm understanding that Mercedes is coming out with level 3 adaptive cruise on the 2024 S-Class. So that's going to put them ahead of, you know, many other manufacturers when it comes to that type of technology. Okay, any final words of wisdom, Michaela?
I have nothing.
Okay. I got to tell you, there's not a whole lot to say. This is just a gorgeous car. Do you know the price ranges for this, the 63 and the 55 on the top of your head?
Not right off the top of my head.
Okay, I'll pop the prices on the screen here. This has just been a nice, very brief experience. And I'll tell you, this car is smoother than what I thought it would be. Thanks, Michaela. I do appreciate your time. Thanks for to the folks at Mercedes of South Orlando. That's it for now. I'm the Gadget Guru, Andy Parr.